One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Minnesota's offense will start this game off. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those...
Turning it on! Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
Well, there's a big run on offense, and guys, I don't think a defender even touched him anywhere near the line of scrimmage. That's how big that hole was.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Makes the grab. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The running game's been thrown in reverse. Would they dare try to run it again on 3rd down and goal? Grabbed behind the line. It's Tracy. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota!
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculate it down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, and they get paid.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the UCLA Bruins offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. It's complete to the right. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And defensive backs you think don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking up the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, I think it does.
Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Backed up now, here's second and long. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Gets it to the back. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down, because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play and right up.
Oh, he's got some space. Bounced off his feet.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Send the tight end in motion. He'll pull it on the read. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Golden Gophers have this offense rolling. He'll do it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense gets set for second down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Got it in the middle, it's Valdez. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The Golden Gophers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Good right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Fires it down the seam. He's got it for a big play. Open spaces. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bruins.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give on the counter. Look out, he's got room. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. We reach the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on first down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment there. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires left. A strike downfield. Breaks into the open. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Golden Gophers look to keep this drive humming. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Valdez. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Throws to the tight end. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Here comes the heat. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the Bruins will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Pulled and fired complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Unloads quickly. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bring in the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Spins away from the defense. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Going up top again. Makes the catch. It's Coleman. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Grab behind the line. It's Valdez. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the
There he goes! They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Golden Gophers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll move the tight end. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Fires to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
I love the vision on the quarterback by this defense. Dude, you know that ball's going to come out pretty quick. Down here on the goal-to-go situation, they break on the football, and they make sure they swat it down so the offensive guy...
Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Minnesota! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Bringing it back. The 10. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UCLA will go back to work on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Gonna let it fly. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? To the air, it's Iamaleava. Gonna take a shot. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's going up top. And he's got it inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Golden Gophers will line up to kick off and start the second half. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Throws for the tight end. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
This time he's got it. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. That's reeled in. It's Thomas. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. Got a man. It's Thomas. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Bruins in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Thomas. Beck's going for the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. The Bruins, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Oh, they're after him! And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Pressure coming. Touchdown, UCLA! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Man, he was back there and in the quarterback's face before the Bruin faithful could finish an 8 clap.
I mean, just getting off the ball so quick, penetrating. When you got defensive linemen that can get upfield, rush the quarterback.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. The Golden Gophers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Caught over the middle. It's Coleman. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. And the Golden Gophers will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one.
Offense facing 4th down.
Makes the catch at the 30. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. That's caught. It's Thomas. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it and make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Got a man, it's Thomas. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And the Bruins getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Makes the grab. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Touchdown, UCLA! And the comeback is on.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Texas looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over that field like Bevo in the pregame. They're up by 28 over UTSA. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin turning it on. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Grabbed in the middle. It's Valdez. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Golden Gophers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Running back searching for a hole. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the Golden Gophers can really attack on this second and short. Quarterback on the keeper. At the 20, he's got space. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. The Golden Gophers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Caught in the backfield, it's Valdez. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. The lead now 7 here in the third quarter.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So first down will open up the final period. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moving forward just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Here's the pressure. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Finds him out of the backfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Off-play action on 1st down. Sends it downfield. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for 2nd down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Right down the middle. He's open on the right. At the 35, he's loose. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. And wings it incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. They just keep firing. Quickly to the tight end. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
QB now has over 400 yards passing, guys, and you got to give everybody else in his supporting cast a ton of credit. Receivers, great job running routes, catching the football, and this offensive line has been outstanding, giving him time to throw.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. And I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy down. Today, we've seen this defense try blitzing, zone coverage, man coverage. They've mixed up personnel. None of it has worked. This guy has carved them apart.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. He couldn't do it on that last play.
He's got it! And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on that time, made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bruins.
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will catch you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
And that critical extra point was good, and we are locked up late. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. Pocket breaking down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, they're trailing in this game late. The defense knows it, so they're playing for pass. 2 plays ago, they get the sack. This time, they force an incompletion. Not a lot the offense can do here to catch them off guard. They're just going to have to make a huge play here on fourth down.
He gets a block. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the front. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. So here it is, plenty of time to go and an opportunity to move the ball down the field and win it, David.
Yeah, and you rep this every single week. The 2-minute drill, you got to be precise. You know exactly what your favorite plays are, Palmer. Go down the field, get me in field goal.
And it comes down to the awareness, right? Especially at the quarterback position. You're understanding the timeout situation, working the boundary and the sideline. What's the clock showing me? It all comes down to this.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Bruins in a good spot here with second and short. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
The defense just can't seem to find a way to get off the field. That time, QB sneak for the first down. They need a turnover or something to try to generate some momentum.
And off from the shotgun. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Finds his big tight end. That completion takes him down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Well, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Touchdown, UCLA! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And, man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there, finish this thing off.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
This time he's got his man. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. Fires downfield. Grabbed over the middle. It's Coleman. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they gets him down in for 37. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
He strikes the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to pass, the clock an enemy. A shot toward the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Now facing a 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete into the end zone, and that's going to do it. That puts a wrap on this one. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.